Ooh, child, y'all better leave these people alone that's out here scamming, out here scanning, and some of y'all been warned, honey. We gonna get into it. Shout out to Chrisan Rock for putting that warning out there, and people testing the waters and get jammed up. Now I'm gonna put a disclaimer. This is not tied to Zeus Network. Allegedly, he was a worker for Zeus Network and he left. Hey, Natasha, first one in the building. What's good with you, sis? And he's scamming people because he was an employee inside and he just decided to take advantage of things, let's just say. And he's taken from the poor and he's taken from his own kind. That's usually how it happens these days with your own kind. They want to rob you blind instead of see you come up. So y'all got to be aware of this situation. I thought it was suitable for me to bring that up in today's live. This is definitely going to be the first video that I cover. We're going to recap today what I put up. This is for people who don't watch the video to the full to the end, and you'll get the 100% scoop on what's going on out here in social media and what you need to be aware of going forward. I understand that there's a lot of super fans of Chrisean Rocks. They want to duplicate what she's doing. He was good, right, Natasha. But you got to be careful because that's not how Chrisean got into Zeus Network. It's not what you know, it's who you know. But sometimes people like to cut corners, just like when these women go get these surgeries to look beautiful, or they think that they have to enhance their beauties. They go over to the Dominican Republics, over at these people's basements where they ain't licensed, and then they get botched. It's the same thing with this situation right here. Trying to set a crawl before you walk. You trying to walk, and then you got some young fool running away with your money and taking pictures in front of the Ritz-Carlton. Not the Marriott, but the Ritz-Carlton. He knew how to do it. Exactly. He was paying attention when he was on the job. He was paying, whether he got fired or he left, he was paying attention to the job. He had a game plan. He was probably doing it when he was allegedly working for Zeus Network. And honey, he said, whether I get fired or I leave, I got a plan where I'm not getting no employee money. I'm getting boss money. Did Zeus ever? Well, see, that's funny because I haven't heard anything back from Nikki, Face by Nikki. I don't talk to her off of social media, but I'm saying I haven't heard an update. Now, if she did do an update on one of her lives on IG, I certainly didn't hear it. But if she does, I might even reach out to her because, I like her. I haven't been putting up any updates because she really hasn't been actively participating in the circus. But I am definitely going to follow this. I made that clear in this video. This is not something that I'm gonna just, talk about for a moment and then keep it moving. I want to make sure that people are at least aware. If you still take the chance, because Natalie Nunn, she had a post up too. I'm not saying, disclaimer, that Natalie Nunn's doing the same thing. But because we know that there's a scammer out here, this dude right here, we got to be careful. We got to be careful. So I'm going to talking to y'all, get into the live. I'm only on here for an hour. You know how I do. This is wild. That's good business if they didn't. That's not good, but right, it isn't. And that's what Face by Nikki was saying, Chrisean Rock's makeup artist. She said they should at least address it. But I'm not saying that they didn't address it. And I would think that if, I'm just saying in my opinion, if they had addressed it, his IG where he is luring these girls to pay this $2,000 to be in an audition that doesn't exist, I don't think that his page would be up, because Zeus Network, Instagram would immediately look into the company. I mean, all you got to do is say Zeus Network. We already know that's a TV network, and everybody knows that show. I mean that network by this time, and they would just take that down just on the strength of that, and it not looking good for IG, knowing that there are people on there like that. They like social media platforms like to be informed when there's a threat to their platform, because they don't want to have to be responsible legally to be pulled into court and sued for millions of dollars because they're acting like they don't see what's going on their platform. And Instagram is like YouTube. They'll take you down in a minute. I don't think they did. I haven't heard anything either. But I might reach out to Face by Nikki. But see, I'm not a commentary channel where I start following these people that I do commentary on, and then I private DM them. I don't want to feel like I'm a pest, because even though I don't feel as though I say anything bad about anyone that I do commentary to, I don't paint them in a bad life. I just maybe say my opinion or what the allegations are, or show the proof on what's going on because they share it with us. Um, I still don't know them personally. They might, get offended by me contacting them off of YouTube. So I try to give them this space. So I've been in my head saying, should I contact, Nikki? But I'm glad that she also put out there, because I really feel like Chrisean needed that shout out when she had put this information up, that Chrisean did warn her, and I'm quite sure Chrisean Rock warned a lot of people. And again, she warned her on her experience with Zeus Network. But this is separate. This is a separate entity. This guy here has nothing to do with Zeus Network. Allegedly, he worked for Zeus Network. He was one of the employees. But I'm glad that she shouted her out and mention her in a positive light, because right now, that's Chrisean needs to hear that kind of stuff. People need to see the other side of Chrisean. I believe she has a good side. And they know I believe she does. She's just going through things. I think if they did, she would have said something. Yeah, probably so. Hey, all right, let me pronounce your name. Sonaraya. I'm gonna say Kristen. Good evening. How are you, sweetie? Make sure y'all hit the like button on your way in. And I'm thinking about taking tomorrow off. If I can remember sometime when I'm not going to take and do a live, I want to let you guys know prior to the day. Also, there'll be timestamps for the people who are listening to the replay. So you don't have to hear me catting on. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I definitely will be putting some premiere videos up tomorrow, but I don't think I'm going to go live tomorrow. I'm going to take tomorrow off, which is kind of still like a break for me, because it does, doing these lives at 7 p.m. every night to 8, it kind of sort of like puts a gap in my schedule. So, I still going to do them 7 days a week, but there'll be times once in a while I'll take 1 or 2 days off. So I still will put commentary up, but I won't do a live. I like to put up lives. You know what? I might put up a live, but I have I have a list of stuff that I need to get caught up with, because see, I waited so long to put this up, this Zeus Network scam thing, with this dude, that there was a post I wanted to show you too, so people could really uh be looking out for this dude. But because I waited so long, because I got so much stuff to talk about that I have written down, I'm way behind. So I said, well, maybe I should just take Sunday off, use all that time up until 7 o'clock, and put out content. So there'll be a premiere video going out at 7, but I might not be going live at 7. So that's what I was gonna do. But I don't know. I might, knowing me, because I am used to going live now every day. I want to stay consistent, but I think me taking 1 day off is not going to get me off the wagon, because sometimes when I take too many days off doing live streams, I'll still do my premiere videos and stuff, but then I start getting lazy. So I don't really want to break that cycle I got going on right now because I'm on a good wave and stuff. But we're going to start this video. And again, timestamps will be at the bottom of the description box of this video in the comment section. So please make sure you leave a comment with your concerns, your opinions, and just please be respectful. Make sure that you abbreviate any profanity so that I can be able to release it when it's held for review, or so it doesn't have to be held for review. I can put it out for you. Everyone needs breaks. A break. Yeah, I'm gonna take a break in the sense I'm not gonna do a live stream because it breaks up my day. Like I can do all my videos for the day, and then I still got to wait hours later until 7 o'clock to do the 7 to 8. So I know in the back of my mind, because I have anxiety, so I worry about everything. Oh God, I got to be ready for 7 o'clock. I got to do my live. I don't want to have to tomorrow. I just want to clear my mind. No, I'm going to do my regular videos, premieres, and just put them out and schedule them. The truth got to be told. That's right. The truth got to be told. And I'm so glad at the response that I got from this video. I am very, very proud of the people who respected this content. It wasn't no content where people can make a judgment that I was dragging Chrisean Rock. This is not what this was about. If anything, I was praising Chrisean Rock because she did, in fact, from what Face by Nikki said, she did, in fact, inform her it wasn't a good idea. Just Zeus Network in itself from her own experiences. But see, sometimes we have to see things out for ourselves. And she started out for herself. Now, it's a lot of, like I said, you're not really sure what's really going on in social media. What you see is not always what it appears, because Face by Nikki, I did see some IG stories, and she was like reposting something, like she was congratulating or praising, something about Zeus Network. So maybe they broke the bread. Maybe Zeus Network could have said something to this dude, you know what I'm saying? And everybody's back in a peaceful space, which would be a good thing to conjure up in your head and speak it into existence. But I like I said, I don't know if they said something to this dude. That they did. He's brushing his shoulders off and he's doing his own thing. He's still trying to scam people, looking all heavy set, eating people's money up, bacon and eggs and cheese, which sounds good right about now for me, and getting fatter. And he's sitting on top of a car that's probably, the wheels are probably almost about to bust. They're probably all flat down to the curb, and he's at the Ritz-Carlton with somebody's money, who now is short because they got to feed kids, pay rent, and some more. But at the same time, you got to blame these young girls that allow this to happen as well. So, it's not just their fault. His fault. I mean, it's even though I said their fault. He's so big. I'm saying their fault like he's more than one person. But yeah, I'm just being funny. Hi, voiceover by Stephanie. How are you, sweetie? Welcome to the live. So make sure y'all hit that like button. I'm gonna start this live stream, and we can recap what's going on. It says I'm just tuning in. Okay, well, welcome, welcome, welcome. Nice to have you here. Let's begin on the first one. Down. Hey guys, back with another one. So I will be going live today at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I also want to say happy Saturday. I want to get directly into this scam matter. Now, Face by Nikki, aka Chrisean Rock's makeup artist, she had brought this to the attention of viewers, Natasha, to the public, that there was a scam artist out here and hiding behind the company Zeus Network. Now, she had an issue with it because of the simple fact that Zeus Network, in her opinion, wasn't doing anything to take this guy down. They allegedly said that he worked for Zeus Network and was fired. Now, this is allegedly.
He still could be working for
Hey,
Zeus Network.
Bernice. Hey, sis.
However, I saw a post. I should have done it immediately. He took it down, of course, because it wouldn't make any sense to keep this post up. But maybe about a week ago, he put up a post and he was saying that they needed 2 baddies that dropped out or 1 baddie. I know it wasn't more than 3, but it was a post. And if they wanted to be in the auditions, pretty much DM him.
Put a Y in the chat if the reception on your end is good. Make sure you put a Y in the chat, please. Or an N in the chat if it's not.
Now, DMing him would require like a payment of like $2,000, and then he would start adding up other expenses that you would have to pay out. We know that he has scammed quite a few people. Face by Nikki
Thank
had shared
you.
this information. Now, one thing that was very impacting to me that was stated out of Face by Nikki, aka Chrisean Rock's makeup art, was that Chrisean Rock warned her about this
The
dude
scam.
and
Yes.
just about the network in general from her experiences. Now, we're going to stay stuck on this guy impersonating to be a part of Zeus Network. And if he is still a part of Zeus Network, he's scamming people as an employee of this network. And I'm not going after or trying to make false allegations up on Zeus Network. So let's make that clear. That's a disclaimer. I am not going for Zeus Network. I am going for an alleged fired employee who worked for Zeus
Disclaimer.
Network or still may be working for Zeus Network. You can see in this picture, he is parked out front the Ritz-Carlton. And trust and believe, I can believe that he's getting money to do this from scamming women who want to get to the top. A lot of people want to follow behind Chrisean Rock and, get to the bag, and they want to get on these shows to promote themselves, and he's taking the hard-earned money from these women and their children because they need this money to feed their children by scamming them into a dream that does not exist. And I just want to show you a couple of other things. This is a picture of him. Again, his IG page is Zeus, ZEUSCO2X. Follow him.
Make
I'm
sure
not
y'all follow him.
encouraging anyone to harass this man. I'm just making you aware of the situation. I'm also going to show you some other things too. But he's scamming women into thinking false hopes of being part of the baddie cast, and is really messed up. And my position with it, like Faced by Nikki's position, was if in fact this man doesn't work for you or doesn't represent who you are as a brand, why isn't anyone saying anything about it? Now, these pictures could be old pictures when he did work for Zeus Network. Okay. And this is how he's running this whole scam setup and getting these women's money. He's getting thousands, not hundreds. And even if it was $10, it's still not right to be scamming people out there hard-earned money. And then you're in these expensive hotels and stores, going on these lavish vacations, and you didn't get it honestly, and you took it from the poor, because that's who you're taking it from. You're taking it from a group of people who want to make it in life, and they want to make it in life, and you're taking advantage of them. They're not like people that have that kind of money at their disposal to just give you this money with the false promises of being in the baddies. And think about it. It's the greatest hustle, because they still know when given this money, they're only on audition. So if they don't get cast, which they're not, this is a scam, they're not going to look at it like they just got jam scammed out of their money. They're going to just say, listen, I put up some money to try to make something out of my life, and I didn't get picked. So no one's going to go after them, because how does
The guy holding the camera is the scammer. Probably these guys that are with him could be right alongside with him, but that is the scammer. And you notice how he's not really trying to show his face too much, but he's not the brightest bulb on the tree either, because we see him with his Pillsbury dough behind, sitting on a car at the Ritz-Carlton.
anyone know to take legal action when it was allegedly an quote unquote audition? Anybody can win, right? So I want to show you something else too. So shout out to Blue Rock TV, Faced by Nikki, aka Chrisan.
Make sure whenever I include content into my content that you please go follow as my supporters these people that I follow. I love some Blue Rock TV. I love their animated reels. I love their due diligence that they do. They also have a YouTube channel. I forgot to put that in the description box of my video. It'll be up at the top. But when I get off this live, I'm gonna put their YouTube channel on there too. Let's try to grow their channel too. It's Blue Rock TV. Let's shout them out. Go follow them on IG and also on YouTube. And tell them SL Davis sent you.
Rock's makeup artist had posted the expose. She posted it on February 21st, and she posted screenshots of cash apps that was sent to this man. Okay, and he got this money from some of the victims. Now, again, Chrisean Rock, she had gave her honest opinion, and honestly, a lot of you guys are gonna probably say, "Oh, she's just mad because they're not gonna give her 200,000." 250,000 that she asked for, and she was treated poorly when she was on the baddies. That's neither here nor there. We're not going to drag this, okay? But this man worked. It says, I quit Zeus Network. I'm CEO owner. Please be careful. This was a great presentation of just how dirty this dude is, and to make enough people aware of the situation so they don't get scammed out of their money, because this man's out here still with an active IG page. It hasn't been taken down. I have no idea if Zeus Network has reached out to him. I just hope that they have. I'm not going to say I don't care, because a lot of things that I say, I might say, listen, I'm going to say this, keep it moving. I'm not going to keep it moving. His page should be taken down if he's scamming people out of this money. It's not. I'm not saying that Zeus Network did not contact him. They have no control over what one man does in their spare time. But please be careful when you are online and you see these opportunities that may be referred to you. It could be a group of people that are down with the scam, and you can get scammed out of a lot of money. You're not going to get the money back. You might can get it through your bank, but he's doing it through a cash app. And I'm telling you right now, because I have had someone scam me up to $2,000 on my bank account. They used my phone. It was last year. Somebody I didn't know very well. And they were sending money because I had a debit card linked up to my Cash App. They were sending money to their self up to $2,000. Thank the Lord. I have a nice balance in both of my bank accounts. I have two separate bank accounts. And I'm not known to do a claim like that. So I filed a claim and I got the money back immediately, because we know that banks are covered by insurance that they have to pay like everybody else, like a car note, everything's insured. Then they go after the villain. But Cash App is the most difficult place to get your money from or track. Also, do not give banks information they do not give banks information on anything about your account, even if it's some fraudulent activity. I know this. And so if a bank tries to contact Cash App, they're not going to give them any kind of information. I had to literally go inside of the bank. I don't want to confuse anybody. I'm not saying I was trying to go on the baddies. I'm just telling you that was a very smart way for him to collect his money through Cash App, because it's really no paper trail is what I'm trying to say. I don't want to confuse anybody going on with a long spill. But if he would have probably did it like a bank wire transfer, no Cash App involved, but something more, established, he would not have got away with it. And they can still pull him into court. But a lot of these women, again, don't know, some of them, that they got scammed. They're probably not even aware of the information that has surfaced on the internet about him being a scammer. He's not real. And he even said himself, I quit Zeus Network. I'm the CEO owner. So what I'm trying to say to you is be careful, be aware. And I really appreciate Face by Nikki confirming who told her not to do it. It wouldn't be a good idea. And that was Chrisean Rock. So she looks out for her people. She could have told her, hey, listen, maybe you'll, get better results than I got. But she told her honest opinion. I'm quite sure there's people in her real life all the time that Chrisean's around, or even people that are just fans and supporters that run up to her and they ask about the Zeus Network and the baddies. How can they get put down? He tells them the honest, hard truth that she doesn't think it's a good idea to be part of this network because of her personal experience, obviously. Again, Zeus Network has nothing to do with this conversation. Allegedly, he was an employee at Zeus Network and became a slime ball, and he scams people. And he worked there, is what I'm saying. In my opinion, he got to know the ins and out. He got a devilish plan in his head on how he could come up off that, and he took action, and now he's scamming people. So just be aware. This is just an update video on some serious things that are being done on social media and all around this circus. Has nothing to do with Chrisean Rock or Blueface or anybody involved in what I talk about, but she was affiliated with Zeus Network and she no longer is. Thank the Lord for that. And she did warn Nikki not to, in her opinion, and I'm quite sure she warned others. So a lot of people were warned. I know that Chrisean Rock, I believe in my opinion, she did warn a lot of people and they just didn't listen. But then again, I'm not knocking Face by Nikki. I was raised, you don't dislike somebody or do something because their results were different or weren't good. You have to see things out for yourself, and that's what she did. And she's just, because she doesn't want it to happen to anybody else, and I don't want to see it happen to anybody else. And Chrisean Rock didn't want to see it happen to anybody else. She didn't get scammed. I'm quite sure she knows of things that were going on, behind closed doors, and this not being a surprise to her as well. She spoke up about it.
Yeah, so aware of what's going on with this Zeus Network scam. If you have somebody DMing you, emailing you, it's not from Zeus Network. And I also heard this could be allegedly. I never did no tryouts. It's supposed to be free for auditions. I think they give them money, like the runner-ups or whatever, how that goes. So just be aware of this is a scam. If you see this picture of this guy, anyone that looks like him, question it, fact check it, do your due diligence. Do not get scammed out of $2,000. I think that's what he was getting people for, $2,000. They were probably some of the girls that may have not had the straight 2,000. He was probably taking what they could give, like in installments, and of course they would come up with the money as quick as possible because I'm quite sure there was a deadline. So I know a lot of women who didn't have the money, and he said, well, send me what you can send me, 500. They knew that this is by Cash App. So if I don't come up with the rest of the money by the deadline, I'm not going to be in a fake audition for the baddies, and I'm going to lose out on my money because truthfully, they don't know this guy and they just sent this money to him through Cash App. So it's fair game. You got to be really careful. I understand people have dreams and aspirations, but take your time, do it right. Crawl before you walk, and don't let nobody pull the wool over your eyes and scam you like that. So I'm going to save the best for last because I got another video after I put this one up. But this one here, I have found, doing my researching, I bumped into this video with Chrisean Rock's brother, and I started chuckling because a lot of people that follow me used to always say that, they believe that Blueface was broke. I believe that he's broke. So you guys kind of sort of confirmed it. A lot of you guys been following this from the beginning, so you would know more. But I just thought it was just like kind of funny because when I was hearing it, I was like, it's so crazy how people can watch these social media influencers and just think they know their whole life just because the influencers told them what you thought was their whole life. And if anybody would probably know a little bit of personal background on Blueface, like I always say, it would be, if you want to hear it from the horse's mouth, from associates, family, friends, and family. Um, and this is a family member of Chrisean Rock. They had a fallout a few years back. This was in 2022. The brother, they had a few words online. I think that it was triggered more so from Blueface, and he said his piece. And you guys are going to be really shocked at some of what the brother, Chrisean brother, had to say because he was trying to be respectful is how I look at it. I think he could have went in a lot worse than what he did, but he exposed a lot of things online that day. I don't think Blueface or Chrisean Rock wanted the brother to ever in life share with the public. So we're gonna listen to that now.
Y'all the brokest celebrities in Hollywood and the most lit right now. I'm mad at y'all because y'all not taking advantage of this lit and getting some money with it. Y'all broke. Stop playing, Chrisean. You know what's up with me. I'm back.
Now, I'm not going to lie. From time to time, I do question, is Blueface broke? Seems to be a one-hit wonder in my eyes from what I see. I don't think that he's financially stable like he was when he first came out and had those hit singles. And it was just funny when I ran across this video with with Chrisean Rock's brother having an argument or conversation that wasn't a good conversation on live, and he said real crazy stuff to Blueface and Chrisean Rock, because of course she was there with Blueface when he was having a little, I guess, argument on live, on the internet, and she was defending her dad. So I want you to listen up to what was said.
Just in your house. I ain't asked to come to your boy. I was just in the strip club with you. I ain't asked to come to the strip club with you, yo.
He's funny.
Best baby, don't do that, bro. It's like if it's smoke, don't go on the internet and let it be known. Stop hating on my sister. I see how you interact and try to network with other artists and all that. My sister almost missed that Diddy party because of your hating, because you wasn't allowed to come in. You say my sister unfollowed Drake after he fouled up because of your hating. You better get on your shit. You're trying to make a comeback. You must think, you must well get the song with time.
I gotta apologize to the masses because I did hear a lot of people say in the comment section over the time that I've been doing commentary on Chrisean Rock and Blueface that he's jealous of Chrisean Rock, which I agree with. Blueface is, and he doesn't like
We can all
how
agree
other
with that.
rappers in the industry accept Chrisean Rock and not Blueface. They probably take him for a joke. He's older than Chrisean Rock, but other rappers that are well respected and really have put in the work in these streets, they probably look at Blueface as a clown. He's only clowning and disrespecting Chrisean Rock and any of the women that are in his life, but he's not going to do that with no dude. And they know that. They know what he's built like, and that's why they're not inviting him to no exclusive parties, P. Diddy, none of. So, Chrisean's brother was clowning Blueface on live. And of course, again, Chrisean, you can't hear neither one of them, but Chrisean, it appears to be she's going back and forth with Blueface, ganging up on her brother in defense to Blueface, talking mess to her brother.
I would say, Sean, all I'm asking for you, because you waking up, but yeah, all I'm asking from you is to stop giving them all your money.
Ooh.
If the interviews ain't asking to book him, they don't want to talk to him. He trying to make sure he right there. He on some Ike, you feel? I don't know.
Ike and Tina Turner.
To shine. Let her shine. You had your chance. When you was bust down and like, your dad said, I really thought you was a rich. I didn't know you was down bad like that. I mean, I did not know that, stupid. You know I know.
He said, I did not know that spit.
I know he do know that Blueface is broke. A lot of us have came to the, conclusion he's broke. And that's why he stays in good graces, and his own kind of good graces with Chrisean Rock. It ain't no good graces, not for her at least. But he uses Chrisean. That's why he was trying to manage her money. And when she gave him her money, said out of her own mouth, it was almost like it was his money. That's why she had to take it back. And then he was doing stuff behind her back and disrespecting her. He wasn't trying to help herself, and that's why he took the money. He was taking the money because he was probably spending some of the money himself because his finances weren't in order.
You saying it. As soon as I got out this, my sister in the studio every day. She even said, like, I don't even remember ever being in the studio like this, going this hard. You feel me? And we made a couple songs together. We didn't get to shoot none of our videos. And now I see what you was scared of. Y'all two is rare y'all get booked together. Because you cancel. Nobody ain't you. Me and her,
Wow.
it was guaranteed we was gonna be getting put together. That's my little sister.
And
we
Blue
do it
jealous
from
of
our
that.
heart. We ain't doing it on the manipulating, scamming, or nothing. That's why you
Maybe
ain't rich now.
so, Tyrone Parks.
You
Wow.
want some petty, small-minded. And we about to get on that topic, yo, on episode 2. How you try and make it seem like I'm just on, yo. I wasn't nothing like that. Then when you snuck my brass knuckles on,
Oh no, I didn't. I
more,
gotta
they
check
had
it
to
out,
let you get your lick
Natasha.
back. It would have made you look bad. You feel me? It would have made you look bad. You wanted to cry when he popped you, dumb. To beat him. Oh, y'all banked him. He'd have got, what's the name? The jail. All that. We downtown. All that. Like, I
That
kept
sounds
the
like
cool.
snitching.
Like, this is a reality show. We ain't about to give them all that, and they only giving us this. If anything, I'ma holler at you on another time. Yeah, whatever. You feel me? Like, come on, y'all. I don't play like, yeah. You was cool as shit. I'm like, I really be doing this to my sister? He cool. You got away with words. All that
Does.
though. I'm going live as soon as I get in the spot. I'm on my way in now. Tune in, catch our notifications on. Let's go. Yeah, this the last thing, nigga. I didn't have black eyes for fighting. All that. But black eyes is like Strash where we from. When my father loved you, you was not on the internet for a couple days. So when you got back on it, you made it seem like my sister. But come on, Zemma.
He sure did, because he had me believing it at first too until I did my research. And then I saw the actual video of how his eye got like that. And granddad, I'm going to call him, Chrisean Rock's father lumped him up. He lumped him up.
Spit coming out his mouth. You was talking back, but you was...
Admits to that. She admits that she don't take care of her family. The only one she takes care of is Petey. And I think if she was to do that, I understand respectfully. He's the youngest. You know, he was in college. People are saying he's allegedly still in jail for that DV. I don't know. Ain't going to research it. But we know it was behind some chick he was messing with, Petey. But yeah, you get people mad, they tell the truth. I don't care if they're your family or not. When you get people mad, they will expose the truth.
Stop playing with me. That's why when I came out there, I'm thinking y'all on some broken. We get tables and all that. Y'all stop playing. I'm mad at you because you broke. You ain't. I mean, it's like you wouldn't be broke if it wasn't for... Get off live. Get your duck live. I asked for this. Stop selling dreams and bluffing and try to look like this and that. Stop playing. All I did was stood behind you. That you see, I don't like asking. I get act. I one of them. Stop playing with me. You down? You done? You're done. Don't ever try to make it like I had my hand out. Everything you just said, I just proved to you. You bluffing, selling dreams. You promising motion. You promising a change, and you stop playing with me, Chrisan. I can't believe you, and I ain't even want to do this. And now you acting as him.
Well, he just admitted her own brother, she be lying. And now that she's back on social media, was prior to her disappearing, stop messing with Chrisean Rock. Soon as she starts speaking, now if she says something, it's a lie, even if she's telling the truth. She can't win for losing. But, you know, hearing her brother say this was on what, December 25th, 2022? Listen, the truth remains the same. I'm quite sure he feels the same way about the situation now because we haven't seen no come up. You know, all we've seen them doing is doing this circus on the internet. You know, they're getting a bag off of that. You know, the IG, if they're doing reels and they're doing lives, you know what I'm saying? The ad revenue. But what about the music? That's where you got your big stardom from. We don't see none of that happening.
So I saved the best for last. And hopefully, if y'all looking at the replay of this, y'all give your opinions respectfully and abbreviate any of the profanity in the comment section so that it doesn't get held for review. Because if it gets held for review, it's almost like a trick. YouTube will put it there to see if I'm dumb enough to say, well, I'm going to just put it out there for engagement. Nah, I'm not putting out nothing that has cuss words in the sentences on the comment section. If they hold it there, they're waiting to see if I'm gonna drop the ball and release them anyways. And that's setting yourself up for the drive-by. So I'm not doing it. I ain't falling for the banana in the tailpipe with YouTube. It is very easy to get jammed up with YouTube. I don't trust him. He's a liar. Who don't you trust, Natasha? There's a whole bunch of them in this circus. Yes, using blue for the clout. Oh, you talking about Chrisean's brother? It says he wanted his mama to come home because wouldn't feed her pills. Wow, the brother. Oh, okay. Wow. Well, I want to say before we begin this, I had to blur out a lot of stuff because it looked like an OF audition. And Carlissa was more exposed in these clips than the young girls. So I had to blur out some of these images. So I apologize, but we gotta keep it, funky. We gotta keep it fresh. We gotta keep it respectful up here at all times. So I'm just really curious, how many people think that Carlissa pulled this off? Is she capable of pulling something like this off? I know she was trying to get Megan Thee Stallion to get with her son. She was publicly, tagging her and this and that and other. She was serious about Megan Thee Stallion. I'm quite sure she still is trying to get Megan Thee Stallion to be with her son. Now, let me tell you this. I went to go search for this. I didn't have to search, actually. Somebody had tagged the poor girl's name in their post on IG. This girl that Carlissa was trying to hook Blueface up with, because Carlissa has been saying for as long as I can remember, since Blueface went to jail, that Blueface is not with Chrisean, and she's mad at Carlissa. Said that Chrisean's mad at her because she knows that her son don't want her. So we don't know what the truth is. We just gotta sit back and see how it plays out. Now, before we start, let me read some of these comments. Can we clear the rumor is squashed? The baby is not his, and he needs help. You said, can we clear up the rumors is squashed? It's that baby is not his. I have no idea. I wasn't in the room with him when they was making love. I love this channel. Chrisean is a problem, but Blueface is a problem too. He's the biggest problem, and he's her biggest problem. So I don't understand why people keep talking about this young girl and the baby. Baby looks like tiny. We're not talking about the baby right now, so I don't even know how people are bringing this up. What Junior's not even in this commentary right now. We're talking about Carl. I'm gonna tell you the parties that are in this commentary today. Carlissa, which we have not talked about her yet. She's the last one up. We saved the best for last. Carlissa, Blueface, Chrisean Rock's brother, and the guy from Zeus Network, who was an alleged employee of Zeus Network, trying to scam women out of thousands of dollars, making them think that they're going to be on the baddies. That's all we were talking about. No kids were even involved. Okay, this was rated R, I guess. There was no kids. It's not PG. It says that's why she said she's tired of giving her mom money. They all mad because she won't give them her money. Right. Everybody's, and their mom know he ain't with Chrisean. She's the only one delusional. Yeah. I'm gonna be honest with you. I did say, I think in this video here, I think this is the video I said it. In my opinion, I don't think that he's with Chrisean either. I think that Chrisean is trying to just keep hope alive. If you want to say he's with her, he's with her. Well, things can always turn around. And see, you could love somebody like Blueface could love Chrisean, but not be in love with her. And he can get out and they just go on to have a prosperous life together. And he fall in love with her and marry her. They're saying she's allegedly already married. I don't believe that until I see the paperwork. I haven't even seen Jaidyn's paperwork. These are young kids. I ain't falling for the banana in the tailpipe. You ain't gonna be just telling me anything. So until I see the paperwork, they show everything else, show the paperwork. That's when I know who's married to who. The Game came out and said he broke. The Game, the rapper, in the game and Blueface are both managed by, oh, yep, Whack 100. So I know who you're talking about now. It's definitely the game. The one that's cool with 50 Cent. And signed to Cash Money West. Signed to them 30-60 deals. The worst type of deals and contracts to sign. Wow, Pamela, thank you for sharing the information. First of all, I don't even understand why Chrisean Rock has been at Blueface's house when it doesn't she have restaurant. Right. It's a lot of stuff, sis, that is very confusing. One, why is she there? Because it's hot now. The incident that happened with the alleged robbery is hot now. And if cops came to the house, we know of recently 2 times, and allegedly when Chrisean got on live and said that they now have police, in front of I guess the house, making sure that they're safe. Um, why isn't it they don't know she has an outstanding warrant and hasn't been taken in? Now, disclaimer, I don't want to see Chrisean locked up behind bars because I don't want people saying, oh, you just want to see her locked up. You're absolutely wrong. I'm just saying there's a lot of things that I ask why about that's not making sense. And we clearly know that she has warrants, and she clearly has said it out of her own mouth. She has legal stuff that she has to clear up. None of it makes any sense. And if you want to talk about the CEO of Zeus Network, does Zeus Network put Natalia Nunn in her place when he cheated on her husband? I have no idea, sweetie. First of all, they're gonna reason with what? Even the Blue House did Michigan exact rented, but she don't know who her baby's father is. Says, I honestly believe Blueface loves to use Chrisean and no real love there. The real love is with Jaidyn. And I respectfully understand where you're coming from when you say that, because I'm really starting to think that there isn't no love there. I could be wrong. Sometimes people have a heck of a way of showing love. Sometimes people don't know how to love. And then sometimes it takes, men, a longer time than mature than women. He still is like a child at heart. So it could be that child in him, that maturity level is not there yet. And he should be at his age, but sometimes it takes people a lifetime to grow up. Chrisean is the money, right? Yeah. Why is Chrisean even Blue's house when she's got addicted from you mean evicted from my house? She couldn't even afford because she had a warrant out. You said from your house, evicted from my house. She couldn't even afford because she had a warrant out for her arrest last year. Says, and if I'm not mistaken, Chrisean got evicted from my house. Does she couldn't even pay? What? It says, I think he is using her to stay relevant. Yep. To social media while he is locked up. It benefits her too. Right. Now that makes a lot of sense, Tracy. Make sure y'all hit that like button on the way in. Hit the like button. Please hit the like button. Thank you. Make sure y'all hit that like button. I try not to say it throughout the video anymore, but I think I'm gonna have to start saying it so y'all can get them likes up. It says, and he probably like that toxicity, but ain't no love. Right. He likes the drama part of it. It's something he can get away from Jaidyn and get something different somewhere else. But his heart and his family, I really believe, is with Jaidyn Alexis. And that's just my opinion. Now, I'm also going to say, in my opinion, that I think he's going to do a continuation of what he's been doing because they allow it, both of them. He's going to be with both of them. When he's having problems with Jaidyn Alexis, he's going to flip flop over to Chrisean Rock. And he's using Jaidyn Alexis too, because she's got to do these performances, these appearances at these clubs, popping bottles. She's working pretty much for Blueface because he manages the money when he's out. I don't care if it's in her name. Trust and believe she is not the boss of that money. Even if she's making it, she's using him and paying him. Right. And there's women that do that. Now, this was what I thought was very interesting. And I wondered if Carlissa is behind this. She is very much so capable of doing something like this. But disclaimer, I'm not saying that Carlissa did it. But in my opinion, I wouldn't be surprised. And I have a feeling she did do it. But that's just an opinion. That's not um no proof. There's no receipts. It's just my opinion. So listen to this.
Hey guys, back with another one. So I want to get directly into this video. I do apologize for all the blurring effects that you see in this video. I think that Carlissa is the worst of all the groupies that are being reported in this video. She is like half dressed, and I'm like, nah, we gotta blur it up some. We gotta, keep some for the imagination. Well, we all know that Carlissa has been spewing the rumors that Blueface and Chrisean Rock are not together. And there's also been allegations that Chrisean Rock, which is crazy, that she's only living at Blueface's house because she's broke. And also she's running and wanted from the law. Now, behind a lie could in fact be some of the truth. Let's say some of the truth. But not all the time. Now, this is a really sticky situation for Chrisean Rock and Blueface and Jaidyn Alexis. We all know that Carlissa obviously is not a friend at all to Jaidyn or Bonnie Lachey, and definitely not to Chrisean Rock. Now, there's allegations that are swarming around the social media that Carlissa is trying to link Blueface back up with one of his ex, and she's denying the text messages that were allegedly sent, and they're saying that they're Carlissa's text messages to the girl. Now, to me, it backfired because the girl straight disrespected Carlissa, called out her name. Let's just say that. Called her out of her name. And basically, it appears that Carlissa is harassing the girl to the point when I went to go see who this girl was, because face was already blurred out in this Blue Rock TV, shout out to Blue Rock TV video. Her face is blurred out to protect who she is. And obviously, she does not want the media to know who she is. And she could be, in fact, like everybody else is, having flings with Blueface, and he's no different than Chrisean Rock, Jaidyn Alexis, Bonnie Lachey, all the rest of them that mess with him. They all think that this man is going to put them on their feet, get them to where they have to go, and get a bag. Now, his allegations also swarming around social media, and I'm telling you where it's coming from. It's
Natasha, you still in here? Do you hear that? Do you hear this comment? Why are you trying to take up for a person who was out of control on all over the internet? Now, 1 minute I'm against Chrisean. The next minute I'm taking up for her. Pick a side. I'm not going to appease the masses, so I'm not going to stop changing who I am or how I do my commentary. I know that, and I said it on numerous occasions, I'm not on nobody's side. I'm on the right side. If Chrisean's doing something right, I'm going to praise her for it. If she's not doing it's something right, I'm going to talk about it. And I will say it to her face, and I will say it also on my platform. The girl ain't doing nothing, in my opinion, right now that is that messy, besides staying at that house after she had said there was an alleged robbery. And they could have ran up in there while Junior was in there. And so that there's no witnesses, they could have unalived everybody in that house. And a responsible mother would have got out of it. A responsible mother would have gotten their child and themselves out of there. But other than that, she's not doing nothing wrong. She's minding her business. So I don't understand how I'm taking up for her. The only reason why this young lady is at Blue's house, because she's evicted. Now they're saying back evicted from the house that was at. Okay, this young lady has a baby last year. She has a bunch of warrants. I know because I looked them up. She has 2 that I know of.
coming from Carlissa. She is adamant that Blueface and Chrisean Rock are not together. We know she's known to break the ice, stuff that we're like side-eye and saying something ain't right with this. Carlissa always brings it out. And that's why Blueface and her don't see eye to eye. She talks too much. She runs too much of the business. A lot of that stuff is messing up her son's bag and could potentially be messing up Chrisean Rock's bag, letting stuff out too early. So, they have a rocky relationship because of her mouth, Carlissa's mouth. But you have to understand, sometimes when people say things like Chrisean Rock and Blueface are broken up, they can say it enough, the public can start to believe it. And firstly,
Blueface's mom is up to something, and it includes one of Blueface's ex. We got the T, so you don't miss a thing. Allegedly, Blueface's mom is playing matchmaker, and yes, that's with her knowing that Rock and Blueface are trying it again. Most recently, Blue Rock T was sent this message, which appears to be a message from Carlissa to the woman in question. Now, this is not Molly, Bonnie, Rock, Jaidyn, Jiggy, Kaya, or Angela. This is someone new, and Blue Rock T TV is working on the receipt, which includes messages and recorded phone calls. So to be fair, Blue Rock TTV reached out to Carlissa, and she claims that's not her message and that she doesn't know her. But Najee claims she wants Carlissa to leave her alone. So, who is Najee? Another clout chaser, or does Carlissa know more than she claims? What do you think? Keep it locked right here on Blue Rock TTV for
person who's saying it could stop believing it themselves, because she says it like I wouldn't be.
I
I
know,
wouldn't put
right?
it past if she
6 or
would put it
7
on
names.
God that they're not together. He's doing her a
And there's
favor,
probably more.
and she still. This is how Carlos is acting like she's a victim, and this little girl still disrespecting me from afar, even though Chrisean's rocks
It could
names in her
be,
mouth all
Tyrone.
of the time. Now, if there's any truth to this situation, we know that Blueface is just being a dummy. He already has allegations swarming around that there are 2 women that might be pregnant by him. He's already got 1 he doesn't claim and 2 by Jaidyn Alexis. He has a lot on his plate. He's a very active dude, and it's really sad how this is going down the way it's going down. But if there's any truth also that Carlissa is harassing this girl who's the ex, probably doesn't want to be part of the circuit, she needs to stop. Jonathan has no problem, aka Blueface has no problem finding himself a girl. He has too many girls, if you ask me. It just got STD written all over Blueface's love life, love triangle, and it's gonna get far worse because she's, I think, going above and
Exactly.
beyond. And in my opinion, I believe Carlissa did reach out to this girl. So I had a few people asking me, did they break up? And I'm saying break up. Chrisean Rock and Blueface. I didn't know that they really were together. I didn't even know Jaidyn Alexis was really at this present time together with Blueface. It seems from what I commentate on and what I do my due diligence on, everyone is not on really good terms because things come out in the media, like that time when he called Chrisean Rock, said my wife and this and that and the other. It sounded like Chrisean Rock does not talk to him on a regular basis, and she was very surprised to hear from him. And I'm quite sure at times he treats Jaidyn Alexis the same way. He can't tell Jaidyn Alexis something that she already knows because the social media is where they get their bag at. And that's also where they share their life with the public. So there's no secrets honestly being told because even if he does try to tell Jaidyn Alexis one thing, she doesn't believe it, I'm quite sure. And I believe that Chrisean Rock, even though she's with him or trying to, she doesn't believe what he says either because she's seen otherwise time after time after. And until he shows and improves, how can you believe a man that's always saying one thing and doing another? So as far as Chrisean Rock and Blueface being broke up, in my opinion, I don't think that he's with neither Jaidyn or Chrisean Rock because of what I'm seeing, the behaviors of the 2 of them going back and forth. They're acting too insecure. And if, like for an example, there's a mutual agreement that he is not supposed to be calling Chrisean Rock, we see that he's doing it and he's making it known. So is he trying to rub this in Jaidyn's face? But then we see Jaidyn Alexis right after Blueface got locked up. She was with another chick, Buki. She was with this chick, from my recollection, before he went to jail. So I really think that it's been rocky between Chrisean Rock and Jaidyn Alexis with Blueface prior to him going to jail. And even when you from time to time hear Chrisean Rock bring up the relationship that she has with Blueface, she's unsure of it. It's a confusing situation even to her. I don't think she knows what to call it. She just knows that they're working things out, and she's part of being with him if he's trying to work things out. Otherwise, you know how Chrisean is. She plays hardball. It is what it is. She'll go her own way, and you know that she'll get somebody else to replace him. She's done it before. This is not no new thing. But should Carlissa be the one who broke them up or breaking them up or trying to break them up and trying to hook her son up with somebody else? No, he's a grown man. I think he doesn't have any trouble finding his own trouble, finding his own woman or women. So I don't know why Carlissa is trying to go this hard on Chrisean Rock. Chrisean Rock gets that there's no love there. And I don't think that there's no love lost for Chrisean Rock, knowing that Carlissa does not care for her. I think she needs to really pump her brakes and let Chrisean live her life and be the best mother that she can be to Junior, because she has a lot of things right now that's over her head that is really consuming things that she really needs to be focused on, and not what Carlissa is doing. Video, her face is blurred.
Yeah, I try to speak the real. That's why I'm not always liked, but I'm not trying to be liked. I'm just gonna be respected and keep it moving. So yeah, that's what I try to do. Sometimes people don't like to hear the truth and shame the devil. I'm gonna tell you what you need to hear, not what you want to hear. You feel what I'm saying, Marley? And I'm pretty much sure the CEO of Zeus is done with Chrisean Rock because she's out of control. Well, she's not gonna go back anyways, Chrisean Rock, because they're not gonna give her what she is looking for as fathers to pay. And the thing that I don't get when it comes to Blueface's mom, how are you keeping saying that the baby is not even his when DNA test hasn't even? I never said you. I think you got me mixed up with another channel. I've never one time said that the baby wasn't his. I was talking about something that Chrisean Rock's sister China had brought up about a month ago about Jaidyn's little girl. Um and that was basically trying to stir up stuff because she's on the side of her sister. But even with that, I never said that wasn't their baby, Jaidyn Alexis's baby, and Blueface's. I don't know where you're getting that information from, but I've never said that that baby's not. I don't know who's baby's father. If he's not claiming his own son, I wasn't there that night. So I don't know. You might got me mixed up with another channel that looks similar to mine or something. I believe. And where you getting this? The house is 2 billion. You mean 2 million? You said 2 billion. I'll go back to that comment in a minute. I believe he's using both of them. Of course, he's using both of them to put stuff in her name and Chrisean for money. Right. I heard Jaidyn is really into. Yeah, she is. And Blueface is somewhat messy with from time to time. Not sure how true. Yeah, it is. She is into that both. That has nothing to do with the kiddos. The whole point that the girls is out of control. I didn't say that she said that. I'm saying it's been. Oh boy. Therapy. Blueface has debits upon debits. Yeah, he owes. It's probably more than 14 million because I don't know what the interest rate is on that money he owes the club owner, but it jumped to 14 million from 13 million, and it got to 14 million from the interest. So it's $1 million in interest. I don't know when he was supposed to stop paying those payments, but he obviously paid zero payments because $1 million in interest off of something that you owe a debit on is a lot of money. So I don't know what he's doing. But allegedly there's supposed to be a payment plan. Allegedly, it's being said that Chrisean's starting the payment plan and paying monthly payments on it until it's paid off. It'll take about 40 years to pay that off at 150,000, 100 to 150,000 a month. Ex-boyfriend. Blueface is more out of control. The Stevie J from Love and Hip Hop. Okay. Listen, so I'm getting off of here. Y'all have a blessed rest of the weekend. Happy Sunday. Wait a minute. What am I talking about? Today's Saturday. What am I saying Sunday? You know I'm getting tired. Happy weekend. Have a blessed weekend. Eat something good and put it in the comment section what you ate, where you went, how much fun you had. I will probably go live tomorrow, even though I said that I most likely wouldn't. But I think I will go live, because I don't want to fall off going live. This is how I give back to my community, by talking with my supporters live and hearing what you guys got to say. So y'all have a blessed day. Be safe. Is it Sunday? What is this? Sunday or Saturday? Let me look this up. This is a shame. No, it isn't a shame. I'm on my own time. Okay. Yeah, it's Saturday. Happy Saturday. Love y'all. Stay blessed. Make sure y'all hit the like or the dislike button on your way out. Love y'all. Stay blessed. And I'm out.